Welcome to Citizen Health under Team Academy IAPSME Connect and in the series People's Health It Matters. Today we have Dr. Praveen Kulkarni, who is Associate Professor in Community Medicine, JSS Medical College, Mysore. A warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of all the audience.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity.
And today we are going to talk on a very simple but a life-saving thing or drug, we can say, that is ORS. Right, sir?
Yes.
So first, I would like to know that the thing we are going to talk on, that what is ORS and why it is necessary to know about it.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Ritu. This is a very important topic. ORS, as you very aptly mentioned, is a life-saving drug. The World Health Organization and UNICEF, they jointly called it as the wonder drug. Because a lot of children across the world, they die because of diarrhea. So diarrhea in children is a very common phenomenon. Most of the children, I think you might have seen, a lot of our audience will also see, a lot of children have got habit of eating something on the floor. Okay, they will just pick up something and they put it in their mouth. And there is no much of hand hygiene practices, and most of children end up in diarrhea. And when children develop diarrhea, so they will have something called as dehydration. What happens in diarrhea is there is going to be loose motion. The water content from the body will will go into the stools, as well as some children develop vomiting. When the water content from the body goes out, what is going to happen? The cells are going to shrink. The body is going to develop dehydration. Okay, so once there is a dehydration, it will have lot of effects on various organ systems in the body. And once there is a dehydration, the only way to come out of it is to replace water into the body. And how do we replace this water? We can go for various ways of giving water to the body. You might have seen, the moment a child develops diarrhea, people will take the child to the hospital. Oh, they will give the IV saline to the children. This is one of the way of managing diarrhea. But what I want to tell you is, majority of the circumstances, majority of the times, the children who develop diarrhea need not be given IV fluids. They can be easily managed with oral rehydration therapy. What is this oral rehydration therapy? It is a method of giving rehydration solution to the body. Okay, so there are two important things in ORS. Number one is oral rehydration therapy and oral rehydration salt. This oral rehydration therapy can be given with the home available fluids itself. Okay, and ORS is a salt solution that can be given to the children. One important thing I want to tell you is, diarrhea is a second leading cause of death among children less than 5 years worldwide. And if we give ORS to the children, there is a lot of evidence, there are a lot of studies conducted across the world. They have given very, very categorical evidence that ORS saves lives of these children if given at correct time, in a correct amount, and with a correct way of preparation and administration. That is the reason it is a responsibility of every mother and every parent and every citizen in the country and in the world to know about what is this ORS and how it has to be administered. Okay, so I think this answers your first question on what is ORS and why exactly we need to learn about ORS. About the content and all, I will come to it when we proceed further in our discussion.
Sure, sir. And as we are talking about the diarrhea. I would like to know that when a parent should be concerned that how when a child will do uh, potty or shit. So after how much time we should know that it is a time to be concerned about, that now it's
Yes,
time that
very good question. Very good question. I think most of the time, as we parents, we have a very important kind of a habit that when the child does defecation or a potty more than 2 or 3 times, we become overconscious. So one thing we need to keep in our mind, to call it as a diarrhea or dysentery, there is an important thing that there should be change in the consistency of the stools. For example, child is passing semi-solid food and suddenly the consistency of the stools has changed from semi-solid to watery. Okay, this is a matter of concern. If the child passes semi-solid stools for 3 or 4 times, 5 times, okay, because due to the bowel habit of the child, that is okay. But the change in the consistency is very important. That is point number 1. And point number 2 is, when the change in consistency occurs, the frequency increases. For example, the child passes 3 or more times the loose watery stools. This is a matter of concern. Number 2, there are signs of dehydration. Every parent, symptoms of dehydration, every parent should know. What are these symptoms? Number 1, when the child cries, the tears will roll out, right? So when the tears become less, okay, it means that the child is going for dehydration. Eyes will get sunken. Okay, so we all be saying children will be having very charming eyes and they start becoming sunken. And when the child opens its mouth, the mouth looks dry. These are all some important signs of symptoms of dehydration the parent should know. And another important thing is that the urine output. Children will usually pass urine once in an hour or twice in an hour or once in 2 hours. No, the urination that comes down, the frequency and the amount of urine that comes down. That is another important symptom the parent should really bother. If these symptoms occur, then they should be really concerned that child is going for dehydration. And in another one of the other symptom that occurs as it progresses, as the diarrhea progresses, is the skin becomes more dry and the extremities like hand and sole, they become cold. It means that the child is going for dehydration and we need to be really bothered, and this child definitely requires some sort of oral rehydration therapy. Okay, so one important thing our parents and the citizens should always remember is, whenever the child passes loose stools, change in the consistency of the stools, please do not ignore it and immediately bring the child to the attention of healthcare professionals. This is a message of the day.
Right, right. So can we make ORS solution at home, and if possible, that then what will be the constituent of ORS?
Okay, so one very important question, Dr. Ritu. One thing is, ORS is available in the government centers, and that is the WHO formulated ORS. It has got 4 important components. Number 1, trisodium citrate, and it has got sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and glucose. These are the 4 important constituents. Why sodium and potassium? I think for everyone to know, when there is a dehydration from our body, sodium and potassium concentration, which are the minerals, they will get exhausted. And they are the one which are responsible for maintaining the equilibrium in the body. And if they are lost, the cells are going to get shrunken. That is the reason we need to replace these 2 minerals on a very, very urgent basis to the body. And why we give glucose? I think all of you know glucose gives energy, and we need to give glucose to the child. And another important mechanism is, when you give glucose and sodium together, they are very close friends. Some people go to classes, go to school together. They are like that. Glucose and sodium, they enter into the cell together. When glucose enters, it pulls sodium also. When sodium, glucose together enter into the cell, they pull out water also inside. So there is going to be a rehydration. That is the reason when we are talking about giving oral rehydration solution, sodium, potassium, and glucose, they all to be given together. And this is what is called as the ORS that is available at the government setup. And some private clinics and some pharmacies will also give this ORS at some very concessional price to the people. And you might have also seen now ORS Tetra packs are coming, right? So they're all flavored, colored, orange based ORS, lemon based ORS, strawberry based ORS. You're seeing all these things, right? There is absolutely no difference between that ORS and the government supplied ORS. Let people keep in their mind जो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में मिलता है उस ORS को और ये दुकानों में मिलता है उस ORS में एब्सोल्युटली डिफरेंस नहीं है. यू कैन गिव एनी टाइप ऑफ ORS, गवर्नमेंट का और प्राइवेट का दोनों भी सेम रहता है. दिस इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट मैसेज आई वांट टू गिव टू द पीपल. And another thing, if ORS is not available, so there is no ORS in the hospital, so can I make a home-based ORS? It is simple, you can make. And some countries, they say home-based ORS can be a bit difficult one to do and administer, but please keep in mind, in very rare situations when ORS is not available, 6 teaspoons of sugar and half teaspoons of salt should be mixed in 1 liter of water, stir properly, dissolve it completely, and then give the child sip by sip. Okay, this is to be given only till the WHO ORS is made available. Once it is available, it should be given. Okay, and why it is not so much recommended? For the reason that some people mix more salt, some people mix more sugar, so they are all very harmful. If you put more sugar into it or more salt into it, it is going to be really harmful. So that is the reason better go for the ORS that is available in the in government hospitals. They will be available with ASHA workers, they'll be available with Anganwadi workers, and they'll be available in all pharmacy stores. The ORS will be available and it should be given to the children.
So
I want to
what?
answer. Yeah. Yes,
Please
Dr. Ritu. Yeah. And I just want to tell about how to prepare ORS solution. That is very, very important, right? So when you get ORS packet from the market or from the Anganwadi worker or ASHA worker, so please prepare ORS correctly. This is very important thing that all of us need to learn. Take 1 liter of water, boil it, cool it, and put that in a vessel which is clean. And before doing all these things, wash your hand properly. That is most important. Let me start it again. पहले आपका हाथ साफ करना. Wash your hand properly. Take 1 liter of clean water, boil it, cool it, and then mix entire sachet of ORS into that 1 liter of water. Do not go for इस बार आधा डालेंगे बाद में और आधा डालेंगे. दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. आधे लीटर वाटर में आधा पैकेट डाल के इस बार दे देंगे. नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन इट इज गोइंग टू ऑकर और आधा यूज करेंगे. दैट इज इनकरेक्ट मेथड. ओके, 1 liter of water, you should completely empty 1 sachet of ORS, stir it completely until all salt gets dissolved in the water, and after that close it with a lid. Close that vessel with a lid and open the lid whenever you are taking out the ORS, and take out in a cup or a small glass and feed it to the child. And if the child drinks with a spoon, take it out from the spoon and give it sip by sip, and allow baby to completely swallow and then give the next sip. And sometime when you are giving ORS, children vomit it. Okay, so whenever there is a vomiting, wait for 10 minutes and then continue giving ORS to the baby. This is very important. And if the child is on breast milk, okay, continue breastfeeding to the child on demand. Do not stop breastfeeding to the baby. It is very, very vital to continue breastfeeding as well as continue ORS. Okay, this is one very important thing that we need to keep in our mind when we are preparing and feeding ORS to the baby.
Sir, I was asking that how much volume we should give to a child, like 5 ml, 10 ml, 25 ml, or as we are making 1 liter, right? So, how much
Yes,
volume should we give, and what should the frequency? That
yes.
after an hour, after an hour, after 2 hours, that what should the frequency?
Yes, it depends on the severity of diarrhea and dehydration. If the child is having some level of dehydration, it should be given continuously and once in every hour, and until the child say, you will come to know the child as much as the child wants. We need to give this particular solution to the child, and until the symptoms of dehydration are going to subside. Okay, so we have to give oral rehydration solution until then. I do not want to confuse people now by telling this much volume has to be given and you need to give this much. That is going to create confusion, because everyone weighs, they are going to measure it with a different type of vessels and different type of measurements. Let us keep this as a very important point, that we need to give to the child until the as much as the child wants, and when the features of dehydration stop appearing, they start resolving. Till then we need to keep child giving ORS, and keep in mind ORS is going to reduce the severity of dehydration. It will not cure diarrhea. Diarrhea will get resolved by itself, because majority of the times the diarrhea in children is going to be a self, it is going to get resolved by itself, because it is most of the time a viral diarrhea. That is the reason we need to rehydrate the child as long as it wants, as long as it is required, and then we complete. As you ask the question, I'm just going to put it, people who can really measure and see. If the child is less than 2 years of age, 1/4 of the cup, okay, that is around 125 ml, okay, and to half of the cup. Okay, so you can give this much of ORS if the child is less than 2 years of age, and if the child is more than 2 years of age, it depends. Again, you can give half cup to 1 cup, okay, after every episode of loose stool or vomiting, okay, till the child completely comes out of the symptoms of dehydration.
Okay, and in the end of this session, I would like to ask sir that we can we give this ORS solution in a normal condition also, or it is strictly for a diarrhea or a dehydration condition?
It is actually required in diarrhea and dehydration. It can be given in normal condition also, because whenever you have a lot of heat stress, a lot of heat waves and all, when you feel exhausted and when you feel dehydrated, that time ORS can be given. So there is nothing like hard and fast rule that ORS should be given only during diarrhea. It can be given whenever we feel dehydrated. And as you ask this question, I want to tell one more thing. Diarrhea, ORS is not restricted only for children. It can be taken by adults also. Okay, whenever there is a need, whenever diarrhea, take ORS. There is absolutely no problem. We can definitely give. And as there is, I'll take another 30 seconds to tell some home available fluids in the management of diarrhea. Before going for ORS, we can try these things. Like, for example, you can go for tender coconut water, which will have very rich potassium in it. You can go for rice ganji, okay, that is rice water that comes during while you are cooking the rice. You can go for buttermilk, you can go for lassi, and you can go for fresh juices, not the colored juices that are available in the Tetra packs. Fresh fruit juices can be given to the children to get rid of the initial phase of dehydration, and then we can go for ORS solution.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for this conversation. I found it really very informative and very interesting topic today, since it seems like very simple topic, but we come to know very lot of very information. Thank you so much for spending time with us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu. Thank you, IAPSM, for giving me an opportunity. Thanks a lot.